And we are live. Hi, everybody.
Good
How's
morning.
everybody doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. I am here with an incredible group of people and some wonderful things happening in the Volusia Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And this morning, I want to start by, taking you to a very important event. We are super excited. We are celebrating our 10, oops, this one is not the right one, but it's a year, I'm sorry. We are celebrating our 10-year anniversary, and it's going to be on a Thursday, April 29th, and it's at the One Daytona in Daytona Beach across from the Speedway. So mark your calendars. This is a very good event. You cannot miss it. If you are one of our members, you will get an invite soon. So we are very, very proud and very excited to have this event at One Daytona. And NASCAR is actually hosting us. So we are very grateful to them, and we can't wait to see what is going to come out of these, all these incredible ideas we have. So we also want to, let me hold on one second. I also want to give you some heads up on our business partners, of course, because remember, without them, none of this will be possible. So I want to say thank you to our gold partners, Advent Health, De Jesus Law Group, Joe Hearn Events, Risa Marketing. Our silver sponsors are Hispanos Media, Duke Energy, Courtyard by Marriott, Silva Top Solutions, Hyatt Place, and Fairwinds. Our bronze sponsors or partners are Corner Office University, Halifax Health, Nissan, Delan Nissan, Angie Serenity Day Spa, Bank of America, Red Dot Networks, ImageWorks, and Quest Care Home Care. Home Care. I was told that I was telling Q West and it's Quest. So I'm glad that they explained it to me. Yes, so we are very happy this morning because we have a great presentation from one of our members. And but before that, I want to say hi to our board of directors. We have this morning Pat. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning, everybody. We are actively working on some really great things coming up for you. Begin to start watching your email if you're a member, because I'm going to be announcing in the next couple of days some new training that's coming up in the month of March. Also, save the date for the Latina retreat for women. It's going to be July 16th, 17th, and 18th. It'll be the evening of the 16th, all day Saturday and all day Sunday. And we are bringing in some really great presenters from around the country. They're going to be top of the line. You're going to walk away with a lot of information of how to grow your leadership for the upcoming year. And you're going to have a heck of a good time too. We're going to be using all of DeLand as our playground. It's going to be a really good time.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. It's gonna be super, super incredible that we can, of all this training that you really need to get going. You feel incredible when you go to a training like this. I have experienced it myself. So if you feel like you need that push on your business, if you feel like you need to have some kind of connections between people who want to be in the same level you are or you want to be, this is a training you cannot miss. You have to come and be part of it. So mark it on your calendars. So that's what we're going to be working for the next few months to make sure you get the best of the best, right, Pat?
That's exactly right. And this is the year for leadership. More than anything, the leaders are going to arise out of this year and really make it for the next decade. So if your leadership skills aren't where they want to be, that's what we're focusing on in all of education this year.
Perfect. That's great. And we also have this morning, we have Edith Duran. Hi, Edith.
1 second. Hi, good morning. I'm glad
Good
to be
morning.
here. Yes, I'm the Director of Marketing with the Volusia Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. I'm excited to be with everybody this morning. I do have a few announcements for you all. As you know, I manage the website, and we have some upcoming updates that we're making to the website. First of all, the 10-year anniversary that we just announced, it's going to be a new page on the website. So please keep a lookout for that, because we try to make it easy for people to get in touch with us as far as sponsorship and events and buying tickets. So that will be added to the website. Something else we're doing is we will be adding the members database. So we're working on that. Everybody should have received a survey to update your business information. If you didn't receive that survey, please send an email to info@volusiachamber.org, because I did get some that bounced back. So if you didn't receive it, please let me know so I can send it to the right email address. We want to make sure everybody's in there. And then the other thing is we've got our job center. So we have a few people that are utilizing it, but we want to make sure that you know that we are, if you have employment opportunities, let us know and we can put it here, and it also goes out in our newsletter that we send out every week. So want to help.
Yeah, I love the job center. It's great. It gives a lot of opportunity to all our members. So if you're looking for someone specific, please send us the information and we will actually post it on our webpage. That's great. Thank you, Edith. And this morning we have our president, Elsie Mendez. Good morning, Elsie.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Facebook followers and all our members. I want to thank you for, oh, Joanna, you're still here.
Oh,
Sorry, it just caught me by surprise. But anyway, I just want to tell everyone we are really working hard for you guys. The chamber office is now open Monday through Friday, 9 to 1. Stop on in, pick up a coffee, drop off some cards if you haven't. We still have the card holder wall for you guys. Doing something, some revamping, and we're getting our signage up and everything. So we are really excited, but we want to use this facility. It is your chamber office. So if you want to have a meeting, you know, maybe you want to see a client, some of you that don't have office space, talk to us. We want to be creative to support your businesses. We really want everyone to flourish this year. We can do this together. So just, you know, talk to Lourdes, Pat, Edith, any one of us. We can help you and guide you and see what we can do. As far as partnerships, I know some of you have already talked about that. I was even sitting here thinking about Rob, you're maybe posting, it's that job for the, you know, pay, what is it, pay as you work or something program, things like that. So anyway, love you guys. Have a great Friday.
thank you, Elsie. And I also want to introduce you guys to Sylvia. Sylvia, can you hear us? Oh, she went out.
Oh.
Hi, Sylvia. She's our administrative assistant, and she will be greeting you at our office. So we are super happy to have you, Sylvia. I don't know if she can hear us, but I'm glad that she's there because she's been making a lot of things happen. So we are very, very happy with having you at the office. And before we start our presentation, I want to say, Joanna, thank you for everything you have done so far for our chamber. We're going to really miss you, like I always told you. You know, Joanna is taking, she's moving out of the area, and we're going to miss you. But of course, the courtyard will be still our partner.
Yes, the courtier will still be the partner, and everything's going to be a smooth transition. This is my last meeting with you guys as the director of sales for this beautiful property. It's all Alan's fault because Alan sold my house. But I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you guys that you guys are amazing. Every single one of you have been a great part of my life. I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. You guys have welcomed me. The chamber has welcomed me. Absolutely amazing. These are a great group of people. I am glad that all of you are here. If you're not part of the chamber, please, I cannot stress it enough, become part of the chamber because it's like a big family, so much so that I want to cry. It's crazy. So we work together for the benefit of everyone. This is not just for one person, it's just for all of us to stay together and to stay connected. So I am glad to see you guys this morning, and I'm gonna miss my last meeting. Today is my last day. Hector, I'm going to pass your information also along to the next person. Don't worry, I'm not gonna forget about you. But with that, thank you all for being so amazing to me and to each other. And pa'lante, whatever you guys need in the future, let me know. You guys are going to do great. That's it. I'll stop talking in circles.
Thank you, Johanna. We're gonna miss you. You know, I have a room if you want to come back. Just say. Thank you for everything you have done, and you can still join us. You know, don't be a stranger.
Maybe in the future, why not? I'll just pop.
Yeah. So I want to introduce you this morning. I am very excited about this presentation because we all have or have passed through a, you know, an air conditioner break in your home or in your work of place, and then you're like, oh my gosh, who do I have to call? Who will be the contact? Who would be the person, the right person to fix my air conditioning, replace it, or just do a, you know, a tune-up on your equipment? Well, we do have a presentation for you this morning from Air Care of Central Florida, and Huge Farina is here to tell us all about it. Good morning, Huge.
Good morning, everyone. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
I was panicking there because I lost the video. So yeah, good morning, everybody. So those of you don't know me, I know Elsie very well. My name is Hugh Farina, and I am with Air Care of Central Florida. So just let me give you a little bit about myself, and I'll try not to bore you too much. So I was born and raised in Long Island, New York. So I'm glad for that. So I was excited about growing up there. I moved here in 91, and I found out if you don't have a skill or a degree in college, that Florida's not paying that well. So in 1993, I got my butt down to Daytona, which is now the Daytona State College, and I took up heating, ventilation, air conditioning. So I went there for 2 years and got out of there, and I got a job, and it's been very good to me. I've done everything from installs to new construction to indoor air quality. I spent 18 years as a field tech, and I also ran one of the branches in Tampa, one of the largest AC companies in the state of Florida that's been open since '58. And then the last 3 years, I have been with a good friend of mine that he started this company. He's a full-time fireman for Orlando, and he's a veteran. He started the business. It took off. He didn't have time to run it, of course, because he's a full-time fireman. So I came and joined him, and we've grown quite a bit in the last three years. As of April, will be our 5th-year anniversary. So we're excited about that. So that's where my experience comes from. Now I run everything. I do the sales and deal with customers and the guys. So we're growing rapidly. And so what I'm going to talk to you guys today about, I'm not going to bore you too much with any technical stuff or anything. I'm just going to give you some tips on maintaining your own AC, which is very important. So I'm going to start off with a little couple things I do. Excuse me, because I got a lot of written down here. So one of the main things you can do is change your filters. When was the last time anybody changed their filters? Very important, because if you change your filters, they recommend every 1 to 3 months, depending on your lifestyle. Now, if you've got sinus problems, you've got pets, you've got dogs, you live on a dirt road, you're in and out. So you want to check it at least every month and get rid of it, because it picks up everything. It'll pick up whatever's in your house, especially if it's sitting under the unit. You just think of it as a giant vacuum. Everything goes in that return. You got skin, you've got perfumes, you got chemicals, whatever. Dust is just dust mite, skin and dropping. So that's the worst thing for you. So you want to get rid of that, and then check it, at least throw it out every 3 months, even though if it looks clean. And then when choosing a filter, especially of the 1-inch filters, they have ratings, 1, and they go up as high as like 18 to 20. You don't want to really do anything more than a MERV 8. So next time you're out looking for a filter, look at your ratings. And because if you go any higher, they restrict the airflow, which can cause problems to your motors, cause static pressure in the ductwork, and just messes everything up, and poor cooling. So on that, that's the simplest thing you guys can do. And by doing that, you can add a couple years life to the system by doing your filters. So what I tell everybody, if you can't remember, when you pay your power bill, change your filter. It's as simple as that. So that's one thing you guys can do. That's really important. The next tip I have, on your outdoor unit, a lot of you have split units. Some of you may have one big package unit, but on the outside, when you walk outside, take a look and see, you get a lot of dirt on the outdoor coil, like pollen, dirt, grass. You can actually do it yourself and take a water hose, make it a fan. Don't use pressure washers or anything, and just go along with the fins and rinse off all that stuff in there, because the more it gets clogged, the less efficient it is. And in Florida, these things work so hard during the summer, and they're expensive to repair, especially now with everything skyrocketing. So you can do that. That's going to be your best bet as a homeowner, without taking the top off and rinsing it from the inside out, because you have to shut power off and pull the fan and pull the top off. If you're not good with that, you can just rinse it from the outside. Make sure you do shut it off, though. Make sure you shut it off, because the fan will come on, the water will go right in your face. So like that. And then, so just like a fan, and please don't use any pressure washers. If you use a pressure washer, you'll destroy the fins, and you don't want to have to replace a coil. The coils are like $1,500 to $2,000 for a new coil, and it won't cover it under a warranty because they're crushed. If you crush them, you'll have no air. So that's something you can do. You can take the water hose. You know how you have a water hose, set it to spray, go kind of close, like 6 inches to 8 inches away, and just go with the fins and rinse it. You'll see all this stuff fall out. There's little holes in the bottom that's made for rain. So a lot of times you'll get a bunch of leaves and stuff in there. That all has to be cleaned out. But that's something I'll talk about in a little bit. So that's another tip you can do. And then another one you can do, this is real important. This causes a lot of problems. When you walk outside, you'll see your outdoor unit. You want to have at least 2 feet of clearance all the way around. No bushes, no trees, no grass, because what happens is when that thing runs, the air is being pulled in from the outside through the coil off the fan. So if you got trees and everything blocking it, first of all, you can't work on it. Second of all, it's just sucking in all that. And those fins are like not much thicker than your fingernail. So you can imagine all that stuff getting in there constantly. So you want to keep a 2-foot clearance all the way around there. It's just better for your system, better efficiency, to last longer. So that's something else you can do. So like if you got trees or whatever, just trim them up. You don't want them sitting on top of the unit. Trim them around, make it nice. I know some places with the homeowners association, they want a big bush around it and all that, but they don't understand that that's really messing you up. You're shortening the life of the unit. You're causing problems. You're raising your power bill. You're putting a strain on the motors and everything. So I know it's difficult for that. So just even a little bit of pollen will clog that thing. When it's all yellow, that pollen sticks in there. So you got to rinse it. If you rinsed it in the summer, every couple months, like every 2 months or so, you get in there and rinse it. And then this one's real important. What you can do, this is one of the most common problems we get calls for, and it's kind of costly. So just before summer starts, like now, this week's supposed to be up almost to 90 degrees. So what a common problem is when you go to your indoor unit, you'll see that you have a drain line. It should be a drain clean out sticking up, like a white, or it could be insulated with a little cap. That clogs up because the unit's been off for months. And what happens, whatever's left in the drain hardens and becomes like a scale. So as soon as you put your unit on, it starts cooling, pulling out all that humidity. It gets clogged up. And if you don't have a safety switch built in, the water will just drop into your plenum box, cause mildew, bacteria. It can cause mold. So what you can do, shut it off. You should have a clean out if it was done right. Take a funnel, take a couple gallons of hot water. And if you own a wet dry vac, I don't know if anybody knows what those are. They're ones you can use for, water, dirt, whatever. And go out to your outdoor unit. There should be something sticking up like a white pipe with a 90 on it or that. And put it on there and then flush the hot water, turn that on. That'll suck all of that stuff out of there. If you did that every 6 months during the summer, you'll be fine, because that's a very common problem that can be prevented very easily. Because the service call today is like, we just had to raise ours because they keep hitting us with prices. So you figure $79 to come out, and then to clean the drains like another 80. For you just cleaning it out like that yourself, it takes all of 10 minutes will save you all that money. And it usually they'll go out and it'll be hot in your house when you come home. Then you got to call us, and we're usually swamped. But so that's something you can do. Just keep an eye on that. And your water outside in the summer should be dripping constantly. Should be either a stream of water or even drip, 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 drip. If you don't see any water, you've got a problem. So that's a big tip, and that's a major problem for most people starting the beginning of the year. So, and it can cause breakdowns. And don't use any vinegar that seems to attract lizards and snakes and little frogs. Bleach is okay as a last resort, because if you take bleach and you dump it in that clean out, if it gets underneath the coil part inside your unit, it can deteriorate the coil and poke little holes. Now you lose your Freon, and you got to get a new coil. There's no repairing those, and those run between $1,500 to $2,000 and up, depending on what unit you have and the size. So hot water just out of the sink, you can heat it up. What we do, if you were to call me, I would do the same thing I just told you. I pour the hot water, I connect my vacuum, turn it on, clean it out, and then pour it through like that. So you don't want to have to pay me a couple $100 just to do that. So and then on my other tip for you guys is to have maintenance done. Like our maintenance plan is for the year, you get 2 visits a year. It's $159 for 2 visits. That gets you 15% off, all parts and labor, no overtime charges, and for holidays and weekends. Or we have a one-time for about $90 with no benefits. But you definitely need to have that done. And when we come out, we check your gas levels, your Freon levels, which stuff makes it cold. We clean the indoor coil, the outdoor coil. We flush your drains. We check your air coming in, your air coming out, because it needs to be a certain temperature for cooling, certain temperatures for heat. We check your heat strips. We check your ductwork for leaks, and anything needs to be sealed. We make recommendations. We check all your wiring, your capacitors, stuff that can go bad all the time. So we recommend every 6 months, because in the heating, everything runs different than in the cooling. So at this point, I don't want to Yeah. Bore anybody. Does anybody have any questions on anything?
Well, that was really, really interesting. I've been putting vinegar.
Yeah, it's okay to do the vinegar, but um it attracts, we found out it attracts animals. We've gone in and we had a problem with a customer. Every 2 weeks we come out and clean out the drain, and we found out when we pulled it out to replace it, there was a family of little frogs living in those little water frogs, and she would put vinegar down every Friday. She would do it. We told her not to do it, and it smells like an Italian salad out there, but you know. So yeah, we try not to. You can use it, just be careful of all that stuff. The hot water works the best, and then they make little tablets, especially made for that. You can put in your drain pan, and as it runs, it dissolves slowly and it cleans out everything. That's your better bet. So you can pick those up. I think Lowe's and Home Depot sells them. Or, oh, excuse me. We actually have a little store here.
What are those called? Those tablets?
What's that?
What
They're
is
just
it?
they're AC tablets. So they're made for your AC. If you look up tablets for the AC, they are, I forget the exact name of them. There's a couple of different brands. When you go into Lowe's or Home Depot, where they sell the filters and stuff, you'll see them on the shelf. They're like a little, like a vitamin bottle, and they got a bunch of them in there.
Two things, Hugh. One is, I know that you have a DIY now section in your business, right?
Yeah, we're starting that. We're having it done right now. So if you went onto our website and it says shop, you can pick out, we do motors, capacitors, UV lights, all that stuff. You can pick out. And then if you needed a part, we can get it for you. We can legally sell you certain air conditioners. So if you have somebody that knows what they're doing and you don't want to spend all that money, we can get it to you and ship them to you. So we can.
And you're going to be starting a YouTube link, right? You're going to be starting
we're working on that now. We're going to have you can go online to see how it's done. Like if you need to do a capacitor, motor, cleaning the outdoor unit, we'll have something on that. And we're going to try and do one each week, you know, have a couple things going. So if you want to save a buck because you have someone that can do it, a lot of the stuff you can do on your own. But a lot of times they'll buy motors, and there's a certain way you want to wire them up, because if you have an older unit, they've made the parts new and they have changed them. So, and we have our shop. We're located right next to the Orange City Post Office. We're in the building. We have our building, and then we rent the other half to a dance studio.
So a couple of things. I love the fact that first responders work at the Air Care Central Florida.
Yep, it's owned by first responders.
They're very committed to that and help help the community as well. I know Hugh personally. He's done a few AC systems for some houses. Excellent work, very neat, very responsible. The office administrator or administrative assistant is excellent. We're quick to get back to you, so I recommend them. This is the time, Hugh, right? That because summer is coming, that they should start contacting you for those maintenance.
Yeah, now's the time, because if you wait, you know, you'll get it, you'll turn it on and it'll clog the drain. If you have your safety switch, it'll shut it down. You'll come home to an 85-degree house, especially now that a lot of people are working from home. Like last year, we had our best year ever because people realized that their AC wasn't really as good as it was. And a lot of times it's just maintenance issues. You need to have your system serviced, even if it's a year old. Once the year's up, you need to have it serviced. Because if you wait, we'll get out there and it'll cost you. It can cost you $500-600 or even more just to get it back in shape. And if we can't, then you got to replace stuff, and then it gets really expensive. And your warranty doesn't cover lack of maintenance. Nobody will cover the warranty if it's lack of maintenance. If the coil's restricted, you're on your own. Or if you didn't change your filter and something happened, they're not covering it. The manufacturer's not going to cover it all. They've gotten really strict with that. what they do is they test everything and check everything, and then they bill us back for it. So they're a large investment now. So besides the roof and your house itself, you really want to take care of it. If you take care of it, it should last you. Life expectancy in Florida is about 15 years. So, and you know how expensive it is to run. If they're older, if they're 10 years or older, you might want to start thinking about saving up, because we got finance options, you know, all that stuff. So, and we handle every aspect of it. And for chamber people, we give you 5% off on any new equipment, anything we do. We do duct cleanings, we do UVs. We're certified to do the duct cleaning in hospitals and nursing homes, schools. We've worked with FEMA, and we did the Stetson when they had the fire. We worked with FEMA there and ServPro to do that one. So we got really good guys.
Perfect. Very important information, and I am glad that you gave us all these tips, because I am going to actually start changing some things to maintain my unit.
It's very important, because it'll get really expensive if you don't. It'll nickel and dime you to death.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, we replaced our unit last year. It was $5,000.
Yeah, and you're lucky you did it last year, because as of February 1st, everything went up between 7 to 10%. Right across the equipment, copper, PVC. So that $5,000 machine probably would have been another $1,500 to $2,000.
Wow. Wow.
So you did it at the right time.
Incredible. Well, thank you, Hughes.
No,
and
thank you for having me.
Did you put out your contact information?
Oh, I am sorry. Let me put that up
Yes.
there.
I was gonna say that, because do you do commercial too?
Yes, we do commercial. Yep. We don't do chillers or water towers, but we do everything else. Like,
Okay. I will pass your information on.
Okay,
to my neighbors.
sure. I'll put
Good
my
to
cell
know.
phone here.
So what is the phone number where they can contact you?
Yep. It's going to be 407-479-7197. I'm going to put my info on here. So it's going to be, let me go ahead.
All right. And what is the website they can contact?
I'm sorry, it broke up.
Your
The
website?
website is www.aircarecfl. Let me see. Yeah, sure. It's www.aircare of Central Florida.
Aircare of Central
Type in
Florida.
that. Yeah, heating and AC. Yep.
All right. Thank you so much. Huge.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yeah, that was really good. And I will be calling you, because I need to do a service on mine. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean,
Is
you
your phone
should.
number
I'm going to put
407?
it on here. I hit the button by accident. It's going to be 407
479
7197.
7917.
And it's Air Care.
Perfect. So this morning, thank you for this incredible presentation. I'm sure that everybody at home is already thinking like me, oh my gosh, I have to do some changes in how to take care of your AC unit, and start calling you to get service, maintenance service done, because it is very expensive. So the more, the better maintenance you do to your equipment, the more it's gonna last. So thank you for this. And I think this is it for this morning presentation on Facebook. If you're into, please stay still. We are going into our networking portion. If you are on Facebook and you want to join us for networking, please go ahead and look up on the post below. You will find the link to join us. Thank you, Facebook.